is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the
Insomniacs podcast.
I actually like that one.
y'all like that? All
I
right.
actually like that one. I actually like that one.
So welcome. We are back with another one. Um, Further ado, let me introduce my kind and annoying at sometimes good friends and guests, or not guests, panel members.
Yes.
First off, we have.
I've been demoted.
You've been demoted to a guest for this episode.
Went from co-host to guest.
Damn, so that means if you at Nova's crib, you can't just like open the fridge and grab stuff. You gotta like ask permission.
Yeah, that's some
'Cause
fucking.
you guess.
You family too, dollar sign. Damn, you went from co-host to guest, dollar sign too.
Y'all like guests. Guests in my realm.
Hate to see it.
But no, we're back with another
Hate
one.
to see it.
We got everyone's favorite warm hand, CoolHandCruz in here. What's up, CoolHand? What's popping, man? You excited?
My favorite thing, and that's annoying my man Nova all day, every day.
Aw,
Up, down, left, right, A, B, select.
that's me all day. That's me all day. What about you, dollar sign? What's going on with you? How you feeling?
Man, I tried playing Psychonauts and the X-axis is inverted for the camera.
Man,
Yeah.
that's wiggity whack.
I don't know why you're playing Psychonauts. Can you stop playing Psychonauts when we're live? By the way, thank you.
Dollar sign was like, "Yo, I got Game Pass."
This man is playing these trash ass games. I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie, Psychonauts. I mean, even back then, it was an average game for back in the day standards. So it's like, what are we doing here for real? But yeah, as y'all know, this past week has been a very very scant week in news, and you know, I was gonna do a stream, but I was like, fuck it. Let's string some topics together, what we got, and let's talk about something different that we actually like talking about. Not saying we don't like talking about gaming news and stuff from week to week, but there's other things that we are interested in that we might not really express to you all on the show, like our topic of the day. We're talking about fashion, gaming influence in the fashion culture. So we're gonna get into that later in the show. I did want to go ahead.
Remember listeners, gaming is not just influenced on the video game alone. It's now a full-blown culture, and it has influences and tethers and branches that stretch across past gaming. Even though gaming is the core, it is now full-blown culture, guys. And we love the culture. We love the culture.
Look at Cool using big words.
We love the culture.
Look at him.
We love the culture.
So yeah, let's just get into it. Let's get into our first topic of the day. Again, we're gonna save the gaming stuff for last. There's something, man. I wanted to talk about the guests that we're kind of on the fence with having on the show. Man, but we'll talk about that later.
Don't be the Suns.
Yeah.
Doing the big parade after winning the Western Conference Finals. You gotta wait till you get the chip.
Okay.
Yeah, you over here saying you're on the fence? Nah, man. We hoping to get them. Don't say you're on the fence.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, it's not 100%, but we got one leg over the fence. Put it that way. But yeah, once I'm able to announce who this guest is, it's gonna be pretty fucking crazy. Not even for the podcast, just in general. Like, oh my gosh, what?
Just when I park my car and pop my roof.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's definitely gonna be a huge show. It's probably dwarf all our other shows if we lock in this guest. How I'm assuming we will. But yeah, that's enough clues for you guys. You'll know soon. Just keep watching this space. So first and foremost, let's get into this Ghost of Tsushima trailer. Shit. It's just a trailer, but let's say what's on everyone's mind. Does this get you hyped as fuck for this DLC, right? We're going to be visiting Iki Island. We know we have, new animals, new weapons, armor, story missions, side quests. This is going to be a really cool thing. Don't be like Cool Hand and just assume that it's a 5-hour DLC. Just give me new online maps, and yeah, just same shit. I'm fine. Just give me. You hear this fool right now? Even if they give me a new raid, acting like people just get new raids like that. Come on, let me just get a raid, please. Just give me a couple skins in a raid. Not a big ask at all. Shout out to UGQ. But yeah, what do you guys think about the trailer? Did it move the needle for you in terms of excitement at all? I mean, it looks definitely more abstract. What do y'all think? Someone in chat is saying can't hear someone. I don't know who he's talking about here. There are no Ernestos on the show. Hey, what up, Black Wrangly? What up, brother? Good to have you on. But yeah, we were just talking about Ghost of Tsushima and this new trailer we got. Cruz can't hear him. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. Yeah, we definitely have the audio up. Hold on, say something, Cruz. Yo, Cruz. $, anybody.
Yo, no, they can't hear me. They can't hear me.
They can't hear.
Yeah, they can't hear me. They can't hear me, bro. They can't hear me, son.
All right, bro. I quit the show.
I vote for new leadership. Vote for new leadership.
All right. Hopefully you guys can hear them now. I don't know what it is, man. Every freaking show, I always have some type of audio issue.
Anybody.
Now I can hear myself. All right.
Oh, now they can hear. Now they can hear us. Now they can hear us because I heard $.
Okay.
You have us low, I think.
I quit the show. Yo, can you mute my audio playback?
You definitely have us pretty low.
Yeah, you got me low, bro. What you doing out here, man?
You got us muted.
Yeah,
man.
This dictatorship, man.
Who they come here to hear? Nah, y'all or me?
Red, white, and blue, America.
All right, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to turn up their audio.
From hearing my voice, and you're trying to hinder my right of free speech, bro. I don't appreciate you, man. I don't appreciate you in this violation, bro.
Let me throw you guys up on.
Amendment rights violation, bro. It can't go unnoticed.
Actually, can you guys turn yourselves up?
Turn myself up.
Turn yourself up, right? Because
turn my headphones out.
Turn your mic up.
No, he wants you to shotgun a beer right now.
He's saying they sound underwater.
Damn, I sound underwater. He said glug, glug, glug. Look what you did to me, Nova. Raise my microphone.
Jason, I appreciate it. Give me a second. I'm gonna just check my and I'm getting texts like crazy. Hey, they can barely hear you guys. Everyone else audio out. Damn it.
Damn.
Shout out to everyone tuning in, man.
Yeah, shout out to Nova. He's a piece of shit. Damn.
I just do my part.
Damn. This is a fashion faux pas. Damn.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Here we go. Damn. He tried to hit him my right of free speech. Damn.
All right. So we're back in business.
Yeah, we're back in business, I guess. Yeah.
Zombilla. Yo, shout out to Zombilla. What's going on? Yep, I fixed the audio issues. Appreciate to everyone for pointing it out to me.
Did he though? Did he fix it?
All right. I'm gonna turn him down now. I'm gonna turn him down. He too loud.
Headphones up. Turn my mic up.
All right, let's actually talk about games. All right, so outside of this Ghost of Tsushima trailer, oh, sorry. Now that I know that you guys weren't heard, what are y'all thoughts on this?
Man, it's too late. I did my rant. It was funny. It had points. They were poignant. I used big dictionary words. I was charming, and then they couldn't hear me.
We'll move on to the next one. So let's talk about Skate 4.
Cool Hand with his pointy words.
Yeah.
Cool Hand with his a lot of words. Little
That's
substance.
Right. A little substance, motherfucker.
So let's talk about what we're looking on the screen right now. So Skate 4 got teased, and I don't know about you guys, but Skate was a huge game for me back in the PS3, Xbox 360 era. It's dope to see that they're working on it. I know we got an announcement back at EA show this couple months ago. I want to say it was EA Play. But yeah, so we haven't got anything in 11 years. So this is our first look at mocap skateboarders, which is dope. Because if you know about Skate 3, there definitely wasn't no damn mocap. And the fact that that game just had everything, right? Whatever brands you wanted to wear, skating shoes, whatever. Even if you weren't into skating, it was a fun game to play. It was a fun simulator. And Cool Hand did bring up a good point earlier in the day when he said Skate XL is trash, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. There hasn't been a real skateboarding game since Skate 3, and now here we go. We got Skate 4. Now this is definitely somewhere in like early development, so what we're getting now is basically all you get. But I can't lie, I know a lot of my friends are going to be really pumped for this game.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, look, the skating right now is on an incline. There are big things happening. I think this is the perfect time to announce it. Skateboarding just became an Olympic sport. Shout out Tony Hawk representing the USA. And this was the perfect time to drop it. You know what I mean? It's a teaser. They gave me just enough to get excited about it. And I mean, we all know this is a game we all been waiting for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
I had to sit through this bullshit that was Skater XL.
Did you buy that with your own money?
No, actually I didn't. My cousin bought it on his account, but he bought it on my PlayStation. So he would come over to play it, and then I would like
hold on.
I just track.
Hold on. This man C-Dolla signed the chat. So Jason Ventura said, "Can Nova skate?" Of course I can skate.
Can Nova
I got scars to prove it.
Nova can fall.
Yeah, we're the hospital picks.
That was a good one. Yeah, send the hospital pics, bro. Fuck, that was funny. Yeah. Nova can skate. Nova can skate.
That's the what Black Rain in the chat can vouch for me. I can definitely skate.
Nova
I skated straight for like 3-4 years. All right.
Can take a tumble.
First of all, anyone who can't do an ollie cannot talk about my skating skills. All right, that goes for anybody on the show. Any of y'all can get it. Can
you do a 1080?
Drop the fucking bomb on y'all.
You do a 1080.
You can't ollie. Nah, hold up.
If you can't ollie,
tell me right now.
If you can't ollie, you can't talk shit about my skating skills.
How to just let people know real quick. If you can't ollie, don't talk about somebody else's skating skills. If you can't walk, if you over here crawling, don't talk to me about how I walk.
Nova spells skate all the time.
Okay. Yeah. But anyways, we're excited for Skate 4. $sign probably won't play it because you can't do an ollie. So
Yeah, I'd rather play like an arcade skateboarding game,
He'd
like a
he'd
Tony
ra-
Hawk.
he'd rather play
Damn. Jeez.
he'd
Ooh.
rather play Psychonauts than play the best Satan game of all time.
Nah, that ain't what he said. Put some respect on his name. He said, and so
All right.
what if he plays Psychonaut?
All right,
So what if he plays Psychonaut? I'm defending you, $. So what? So what? What you gonna do?
cool man, you on some
Exactly.
crack today, bro. you definitely off the Molly water.
I'm jacked up on Baja Blast.
I can tell. I can definitely tell.
That Baja Blast got me lit.
I can tell when Kohan doesn't take his medication.
Fuck
But but let's move on to something. This is something more in C-Dolla Sign's front. So let's talk about Ratchet and Clank and this whole update that came out about 2 weeks ago. I tried it out and I noticed the input felt so much better. So keep in mind, full disclosure, I have an LG CX, as y'all may have heard, and we got a 120 hertz mode. If you have a TV that supports it, and it does 40 frames per second. Now, just like you guys, if I look at this, I'm confused, right? I'm like, wait, this says the 120 hertz, 40 frames has an 80 millisecond input lag, right? Compared to the performance RT mode, it seems worse. But I'm gonna set you guys up with that and kind of let $. Explain what this means or how we perceive input lag.
Yeah, so one thing, like, so from going from 30 to 40 FPS is actually the same from going from 40 to 60 FPS, even though it's like a 10 FPS change to a 20 FPS change. Like, as you go up the frames, you get like diminishing returns. So in order for you to see the improvement, like the response time, the difference between response time from 30 to 40 FPS is the exact same from 40 to 60 FPS. So it's a big jump, just going to 40 FPS. But also, yeah, so you also get the 120 hertz, which means the screen's refreshing constantly. So that's where you get the benefit of the the input lag. Because if you look at the performance RT mode, those two bottom ones, from 60 hertz to 120 hertz, you gain 15 seconds of input lag, which is, I mean, you probably don't feel 15 milliseconds, but going from at least that fidelity mode to the new fidelity mode, that's a big leap, right? That's almost 40 milliseconds difference. Yeah, that's noticeable. Like I've tried it. It's a lot. It's pretty fun. You
It's
get
crazy.
all the nice features with fidelity mode. The target 4K resolution, more post-processing effects, more stuff in the background of the game,
and just
like
know
all that extra stuff.
They released this post-launch, so this is something where they're like, hey, we can squeeze out a little more power out of the PS5, and they decided to do this. And would you say, $, from what I read about this, they say this is more like 45 frames per second if it's averaged out between like a 60 hertz and a 120 hertz? It's somewhere around there. Is that fair to say, or not really?
But it's locked at 40.
They were saying that like but the thing that's kind of confusing is, all right, we're looking at 40 frames per second on 120 hertz, right? So
Yeah.
this refreshes like I'm trying to do the math here.
So the way you gotta think about it is intervals. So the way it works is, how many times do I need to refresh? Like, when do I need to refresh? It's on this interval, right? So if you think about 120 hertz, it has to refresh 120 times in 1 second. And on that interval, if your frames are getting updated every 40 times a second, that's a common denominator. That means that if it stays on that interval, on that VSync, since there's no VRR, you have to rely on like a vertical sync. So the things have to be on the same intervals. So that's why it's on 60 hertz. You either get 60 FPS or 30 FPS, right? Because if it's refreshing on interval 60 times,
Yep.
that's gonna go in evenly to 30. So same thing with 120, where it has to refresh 120 times in a second. that when it's doing 40 FPS, that means they're gonna be on the same interval.
So
You
just
know, so basically every 3 refreshes is a new screen, because 120 divided by 40 is 3.
exactly.
So every 3 times that it refreshes, it's gonna get a new screen. So it's gonna be V-synced.
So keep in
And
mind,
that's why you can do it.
everyone, as more people get TVs that can support 120, actual 120, not that bullshit frame skipping technology. This is gonna be we're only gonna benefit as gamers from this. So it's cool because when I was reading the Digital Foundry article on this, there are no other games that are utilizing this technology, right? Everyone is still making the standard. Not that it's not still the standard for the 60 hertz displays, but as we move on to newer technology, you're gonna start seeing these higher refresh screens with, better performance than, what we currently have, or what most people currently have. So yeah, man, I appreciate the breakdown. That was as everyone in the chat says, C-Dolla is a genius. He's dropping bombs, knowledge bombs on y'all. So you already know.
That's why we love $. You break it down so a dumb motherfucker like me can understand that shit.
You heard him, like a dumb motherfucker like him.
Hey man, look, I don't know this kind of shit.
Hey, we're learning, right? That's why.
Yeah. $sign went to the Rye Institute.
Yeah, he went to the
No, I went to what?
University of Phoenix.
He went to University of Phoenix just so y'all could learn all this stuff. So
I went to Pitt.
I hope you guys appreciate the knowledge.
He went through Education Connection.
Oh my God!
So I got a a CRT TV, a VHS player, and then I got the Hooked on Phonics. You heard of that? Hooked on Phonics?
Oh hell no! He got his education online, and he got his degree on his own time.
We're not jacking that. That's CRT TV. Even though, funny enough, CRT TVs are been going up in popularity a lot. Let's pivot a little bit. And by the way, guys, this is going to be a short show today. There was only so much to talk about in this week that has been dominated still by the Stream Deck. So, yeah. Moving on. Let's actually, before I move on, $, just to kind of follow up on what I said, where do you see more games in the future utilizing a 120 hertz mode? And then we'll move on.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it was cool that Insomniacs was the first one to do it, but I think they proved that it actually, it works. Like if you have a 120 hertz screen TV, you can try it for yourself, and you'll see like the input lag is definitely like noticeably smoother, and like you have 10 more frames per second, and it makes the motion look much better as well. So it's just
yeah.
So do you think
awesome.
Do you think the 40 frames makes a big difference, right? It obviously, even though it's only
it does.
Right,
it does, yeah.
But you need a 120 hertz screen to to feel it, because again, I've played on performance RT mode, and the fidelity mode on 120 hertz felt snappier to me, and I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't. But you got to know
the only reason they can do it is because they have more headroom, right? Because like when you play the game on fidelity mode on that 30 FPS, like it's locked. It's not moving from that 30 FPS. I don't think I once experienced any stutters in that game. So like they had the headroom to like, oh yeah, if we can do 30 FPS, then we can probably keep a steady 40 FPS. And it turns out they can.
I want to point out a comment. Zombilla says, "Good show, guys. Going on my second run of Control." Still a little underrated, but every time I pause my PS4 controller, it does lag after 2 seconds. Maybe
Yeah,
I would maybe try making sure you're on game mode, and yeah, that sounds definitely like a latency issue, and that's gonna fuck you up on your game. So make sure you fix that player.
Yeah, I thought it was just a PS4 problem. I don't have that issue.
PS4 problem, boy. What?
I mean, I don't
Oh my God!
This man just said a PS4 problem? He talking about Returnal, boy. No, he's talking about Control. I take that back. I saw Control, but my mind read Returnal. So, Yeah, good for you. I do. Hold on. I want to take a break real quick from our scheduled topics. Okay, and you know, you guys can shit on me in the chat if you want. I just started playing The Last of Us Remastered again. Right, I played about, I want to say, almost half of it, and I fell off of it. I'm playing it on the PS5 right now, Last of Us Remastered, and oh my god, I don't know what I've been missing out on, man. It's like
I mean, you're seeing it.
that, yeah, that game is fire. I see why everyone you know, gave it the hype that it definitely deserves.
You can see why they're making a show out of it. It's literally you're literally playing something, you know.
I think it has a bigger budget than Game of Thrones, which I can't even believe. How are they giving it a bigger budget than
Hold
Game
on,
of
hold on.
Thrones?
The
Like,
show,
it's an unproven
the
property.
show has a bigger budget than Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Wait,
Like,
I need to see this.
How?
I mean, you know, I feel like it's. I'm guessing here.
Let
It's a
it out.
risky investment.
Let it out, Cool Hand.
Guessing here, right? I'm guessing mainly because, you know, one is books in which you have to kind of really think on how it plays out. You know, you're reading the written word, right? As opposed to the video game medium, in which, you know, you're literally playing through it. You're super immersed. And I'm not saying that you can't get immersed in novels, but I mean, you are. I feel like, at least for me, I'm more immersed in a video game opposed to a novel, especially in this day and age, right? Like you're able to really feel these characters. You get invested in these characters because you are simulating. You know, you are living vicariously through them in this game, so you are invested in them whether you realize it or not. So I guess in terms of how big the game has gotten and like the mainstream attention it gained through how good it was, I can see how that dictates why the budget is so high, as opposed to a show that was dictated by a novel. You know what I mean? That's my guess.
Yeah, you got two big companies, right? HBO and probably Sony funding it. So that's it's not just you know.
It's not just a
HBO, funding it.
I do want to say, just kind of going back on my experience currently, I do see what everyone says about the story, right? Because to be honest, as someone who replayed the first half of the game, I still kind of stand by the fact that, like, at least up to Pittsburgh, I wasn't that hooked. But once I got out, and it's funny because that's where I stopped. But once I got to play through the Pittsburgh area of Last of Us 1, I kind of saw the bond between Joel and Ellie more. And, like, at first, my you know, thoughts of Joel and knowing, you know, what everyone knows that happens at the beginning of Last of Us 2, it kind of made more sense to me now. Not the outrage, but, like, Joel's not necessarily a good guy, right? If Ellie was in the picture, Joel would just be another, you know, NPC you would fight. Like, he's a bad guy, but then he kind of warms up to you and the player, and, like, Jason, no, I have not played 2. So funny story, I've actually had 2 for about a year and some change at this point, and I've not played it because I was like, I can't play the second one until I beat the first one, and I didn't want to be one of those dudes who, like, beat the second one and went back to play the first one. Like, nah, you know. We got to play this chronologically. So I'm trying to get through the first one right now to eventually get to 2. But yeah, it's been a dope ass experience. So I'm looking forward to update you guys on how it is when I beat the first one. But I do want to say this. I definitely chose the wrong difficulty, right? I played on normal because I was just like, I want to get through the game. I'm constantly having max ammo, max everything. And I'm playing the game stealthy, so I need to go back and probably do a grounded run in the future sometime.
Got it.
Yeah. And Zombilla, great point. Good or bad, it's never that simple. It's true. The game's great. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I did not know about that bigger budget than Game of Thrones news. That's huge. That is fucking huge. If true.
I think that's facts. I mean, look, if Dollar Sign is saying
I,
it, I take.
I haven't seen anything about it to verify. You know what I'm saying? If someone want to send a link, then maybe we could talk. But this is the first time I'm hearing it. But yeah, so Jade Raymond, right? Our lovely Jade Raymond has betrayed us. And the rumors on the street is that her studio is creating a games as a service game. Now, I wanna start off with $. And I already know you're not enraged about this, so I want to kind of hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think people are hyping up bad news when it's not necessarily bad? It could be a free to play. It could be a free to play multiplayer. Most likely is, or maybe not free to play, but when I hear games as a service, I think either it's a free to play that lets us buy cosmetic items, or I think it's a fucking wallet robbery like FIFA or NBA 2K. What do you think this is?
I think it's still too early to know, right? Because it depends on what kind of game it is. Like if it's a game as a service, like there are games that like do fit that that template.
Call of Duty.
Like not even just Call of Duty. Like think of a game like Hearthstone. Like a card game where you you have to constantly buy decks, virtual decks, and you play against people online.
Yeah.
It could be something like that.
So my argument is that's very like games like Hearthstone is very, I wouldn't say against, but opposite of like what you'd expect from a PlayStation supported game. Do you think they're just trying to hop into like a different market or a different type of game they haven't explored yet? I mean,
yeah, but honestly, I'm not sure if it's gonna be that, because I'm not sure if you saw the news, but like one of the art directors from the original Assassin's Creed game also just joined her company.
Yeah, I did see that.
So it seems like she's poaching people from that she's worked with before, and if they're like people who've made like big open world like third person view kind of games, maybe it's not gonna be like a card game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not.
Yeah.
It's like how evil does games as a service, how bad can it get? Because I feel like there's a level where it can work, people aren't mad about the system or the monetization, and there's obviously the opposite side. Either way, I'm interested to see what she does. I'm not necessarily screaming from the roof, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for a Jade Raymond game. Again, we don't know what kind of game it is. In terms of working with PlayStation and having her own team here, she's untested, right? So until we get more details about this game, yeah, I mean, I don't feel strong either way. What about you, CoolHand?
She belongs to the streets. Nah, I mean, honestly, it's too early to tell. I mean, I can't have an opinion on something that I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess until we see any further news on what type of game it is, like $. Said, and like you said, it's really much ado about nothing.
Yeah,
it's hearsay.
I don't know, man. On Twitter, I see a lot of people canceling Sony now. Like, games as service.
Like, Twitter's for babies who who don't have a diary and make that shit public. Like, come on, we already knew this.
Okay.
Yeah, and her last game was like a game as a service, right? It was like some mobile game. It was like a castle, like you have to build a castle, and then people attack your castle.
Tower defense.
Yeah. I mean, look, and honestly, she probably joined Sony with the pretext of like that's how she's gonna probably be able to make money for them. You know what I mean? Like you get what I'm saying? Like they're not funding her for no reason, right? Like this
Sony's a for-profit company.
Yeah, like this is a surprise to us, but it's not a surprise to Sony, not by a mile.
I know. I guess it's more the perception of what kind of games we expect from PlayStation Studios, as we call them now.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to. But the thing is, we have to expect. If only the only way we can have Sony thrive is that if they touch on every avenue, and some of the avenues we're not gonna like, and games of service is always one of them. But they need to touch on that avenue in order to gain gain a wider player base.
I guess, but again, we don't know. We'll see. Enough about Jade Raymond.
Yeah, I mean they've hired a lot of people. Like they've hired high profile people. The game director of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the art director of Watch Dogs, a lead writer from Assassin's Creed series, series producers from Assassin's Creed. So there's a lot of people she's worked with before. And these are like big budget games that they're hiring. They're not hiring like people. I don't think actually now that I'm seeing who they're hiring, I think it's probably not going to be like a little card game.
Yeah, that being said,
I don't know where
she
you
belongs
thought.
to the
I don't know where you thought there would ever be a card game. I cannot see
I
Sony.
was trying to think of like a card like a game as a service games that actually like work well.
I mean,
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, but do we really want another Destiny? Does Sony want to make the next Anthem?
No, not back. Send that back. Don't put that evil in there. Don't put that evil in the air, $. Don't put that evil in the air.
Bruh.
I cannot.
I'm saying-
I went on the PlayStation Network and I saw Anthem was like $3 and then $6 for the deluxe version.
Yo,
Thank
shout
you,
out to
son.
anyone who's still playing Anthem. You are a brave individual. Yeah, that game was trash.
And also, throw away your console if you are.
I would just kind of giving you a little bit of shit, C-Dolla sign, because I was thinking like card game. That's like the lowest hanging fruit when it comes to games as a service. I'm thinking like something good like Destiny, which was good, but again, that was a series that was semi ruined by capitalism.
Hey,
All things.
Hearthstone makes Blizzard a lot of money.
You know what? That's a great point, and I'll just leave it as
Damn,
there's
he put
there's
you in
a.
body bag. He said, "Yo, hold my beer."
He did not
It
put me in
makes
a
money.
body bag. Not like how I put you in a body bag with the Ghost of Tsushima DLC
He said,
combo.
"Ether."
But
Damn, you gonna let him talk to you like that on your own show? Damn.
but yeah,
Damn.
cool and lay off the crack, my guy. My guy. Last little piece of news. Let's talk about PS5 is getting a hardware revision, specifically the digital version. We're seeing the first ones come out in Japan. Biggest difference is it's lighter. I'm looking here.
Is that it?
It-
Is that mainly the
It's
difference?
lighter. I think they addressed some issues that was causing that, like some people to have that whine, where like they're having some type of coil whine. They were hearing their PS5s. Thank God, knock on wood. I've never had any issues with my PS5.
Yeah, don't scare me like that.
But yeah, we're getting a new hardware revision. And guess what, guys? This is not going to be the last one. We're expected to see a lot more of these. More hardware. The more hardware revisions, the cheaper they can make the console, the more profit they get as a company. I mean, it's simple. I'm going to use my famous example of the AO1 original 60 gig PS3. Came out. It was $600, and no one bought it. Right, the famous.
I got mine on Costco.
I
Bundle.
got mine at Toys
Okay,
R Us.
can we not talk about our parents' money? Anyways.
Whoa! I love
Shuhei,
my parents.
you I love my
love
parents' money. Shuhei Yoshida famously said people will get a second job to buy this thing, right? And guess what happened? They got blown out by Xbox 360. Deservedly.
Well, Xbox also had a lead. You know, they
had a year
They're
lead.
out for a year. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you're talking
Also,
about Sony,
who
who's
won
always been number one.
Who won at the end though? That generation.
The Last of Us.
A toss up. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a win when the 360 dominated for most of the time?
No, I
Yeah.
think they dominated like the first leg of the race, and I think it was
No,
pretty
no. They dominate. All right, I'll put it this way:
good shit.
if there's
good
a
shit.
10-mile
I'm
race,
glad you're showing you're non-biased. I appreciate you, Nova. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to bring out the honesty in you.
if there was a 10-mile race,
Oh, they won.
Xbox
They won
was
7 miles.
ahead for 8 miles.
No, I thought I would say 7,
Mm,
7.5.
nah, last like 2 years, we started getting a bunch of exclusives. We had a system seller, Last of Us. To be honest,
God of War did great.
Nah, I even like God of War games.
nah.
God of War did
No, God of War did do great, but
That's what I'm saying.
3.
great.
But
Yeah.
it nothing. We got to put ourselves in the shoe. End of PS3 generation. It was The Last of Us through. What the fuck did I just say? It was The Last of Us
GTA 5. GTA 5 was
And-
massive too.
and GTA 5.
Resistance.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
No. We're talking about like we're talking about how Sony eked out higher console sales at the very end, right? It's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 7 million systems, which is crazy because they were losing for a long time. But again, they just came with the games and had the narrative going into the PS4 era that hey, we Last of Us, we got so much more shit coming, and they just stole the show, right? We could do a whole entire show about E3 2014 and how Microsoft dropped the ball and how Sony took advantage, but I mean, that's a whole nother thing. Zambilla is still in the don't have a PS5 group. Hey man, it's coming again with these hardware revisions. Hopefully these will help. Well, it's not going to mitigate the chip shortage, but still, man. Hopefully we get one for you. And you know what, Zambilla? Shoot me a tweet. I may know someone who can get you a PS5 for probably just a hair over retail. So yeah, hit me up. So yeah, essentially that's how it was. They eked out the victory. If you ask most people who sold more, most people will probably tell you Xbox because they don't know better.
I mean, that was the narrative for the longest time. That's why people still think that.
Yeah. Can you answer this question in the chat, $? The second to last one we got. I'll read it. He's asking, Black Rain, he's asking, will we ever be able to play against Xbox players ever via online? It's already happening.
Yeah. But you maybe like a
1v1 kind of thing.
No, you can.
What games is
Depends
it
on the
happening
game.
in? Warzone, that's happening, right?
Yeah.
Fortnite, that's happening.
Rocket League.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know about FIFA.
Yeah, it really depends on it really depends on the game. It really depends on the game.
Yeah, but you can do that now.
Crossplay.
Let's get into our main topic of the night. Cool Hand, I'm gonna fucking go to your house and smack you, man. You need to lay off the coke. Too much Coca-Cola is not good for.
You're not happy with the energy, bruh?
I need you to turn the energy like 2 notches down. You got too much energy, man.
Nah, 2 notches down and then 3 notches up.
Woo! That's right back on the level, baby.
No, I would say 3 notches down, 2 notches up. That's what we're talking about. All right. So just heads up, guys.
1 for Loco.
From this point on forward in the show, we're gonna be talking about gaming and fashion. Not gonna be talking no fanboy console war shit. We're talking shit that we actually really care about, and enjoy. We're gonna get into some stuff, primarily talking about how gaming has influenced the fashion industry and even vice versa.
And be here when we tell you what's hot and what's not.
Oh yeah. So there's a bunch of different examples. So what we're gonna do to start off is we're gonna just kind of go into a random clothing collaboration, just kind of give our thoughts, our ratings, whether we like it, we don't fuck with it. I like to think of all of us as pretty fashion forward guys here, and you know what? Like, I'll start off with this. There's a connotation that gamers are basement dwelling neckbeards, right? Like Cool Hand. I mean, sorry. Nah, but
that was a good one. That was a good one, motherfucker. I see you tried it.
you know, had to throw my little
I see. Piece of
yeah.
shit.
See, Zombilla says you're at a 12. Nova needs you at a 7. Is that too hard to ask? Damn. Thank you. All right. So first off, let's go into PlayStation Nike, right? PlayStation Nike. What you're looking at on the screen right now are actually the PlayStation 4 Air Force Ones. Now, I actually own these. I'm gonna be doing a video with Cool Hand actually about this subject, what we're talking about now. We're gonna do a really detailed YouTube video, kind of going over the history of video games and fashion. I'm gonna go ahead, Cool Hand.
No, I say Europe is important, bro.
Well, tell them why it's important.
Because gaming is grown to a point where it is influenced and turned into a culture. You see it in movies, you see it in music, you see it in games, you see it in fashion. You know what I mean? It has every kind of sense of what can fuel and influence a culture. You know, it has a subset of people that are loyal to this particular genre alone. You know what I mean? And it has grown and stretched into these many different avenues in which we know today. One of those avenues is something that I really love, and that's being fly.
Hell yeah, you couldn't have put it any better way. And please, if you're watching, give your thoughts on this, man. You know, if you're a gamer and you're not that fly, you're not that self-conscious about your own appearance, hey, I'm totally against the stigma that gamers are these nerdy dudes. Nah, man. Like, and I don't like gamers who like own that shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm just a dirty neck beard.
They're too cool for school. Like, nah, man. Like, it's cool to like everything that gaming does, man. It's cool to do all that shit. Like,
I'm just saying, it's not even all about gaming. It just like, I don't think that like what you're into should define like what people think of you as a person. You know,
like everyone has their own cool.
Like I had a college project. I think it's somewhere still on YouTube, where we had to like bring in something that, you know, represents you that people wouldn't really thought. And one of my things was I brought in a PS4 controller, and I was saying how, hey, most people I meet don't even think I'm into video games, and you know, I'm a huge fucking gamer. I'm so into this culture, into this lifestyle. I mean, I went to E3 with Dollar Sign in 2018. You know, so again, don't let the looks fool you. You know what I'm saying? You could be a gamer, you could be a very in-depth tech guy and still, you know, be on your fly shit. So that's kind of what we want to talk about here. But yeah, let's go ahead and reveal. So what you're looking at again is the PlayStation 1 Air Force Ones. I'm going to show you guys the original ones, which Kobe has a famous picture of holding. These right here. So what you're looking at is the PlayStation 1 Air Force Ones. Now, when I tell you these shits are rare, these are samples. These have not... You got to know somebody to get these. Put it that way. You don't, and these shoes are so old. I believe these came out in 2001. You couldn't even wear these shoes. They'll crack. This is a collector's shoe right here. That's why I got the PS4 ones, and I hope you guys check out the video I will be making on that, where I get to show off the PS4 Air Force Ones. And
Yeah,
again,
you get to tell the cool story of how you got them, man.
oh yeah, E3.
Still jealous. Still
right
jealous
here.
about that.
So to get these shoes, you had to be at E3 using the Nike Sneakers app. But hey, I want to give a shout to Zombilla Ice Cream. He said it's a hobby, not a person. It's a hobby, not a personality. I think that's what you're trying to say. Exactly. It's a hobby, not a personality. Don't let your hobbies define your personality. Let me give a better example. It's like,
No. You can stop there. It was.
all right,
It's a hobby, not a personality. You.
keep it stomping in my PS1s. Okay, Zambilla. So yeah, I mean, you can see the progression. PS1 to PS4. Sony's had a close relationship with Nike over the years, which we've seen ultimately culminate to the Travis Scott collaboration that we got this year, which, you know what? I actually got those up here right now.
I mean, and people don't know there's so many other collabs Nike's done. You know, they've done an Air Max 97 that paid homage to the Nintendo 64. There was an EA Sports Nike sneaker that had come out. You know, there's many more. You know, the Paul George PlayStations, then the Paul George PlayStation 5s, which just came out recently.
Didn't you get those?
And that came, and honestly, man, I think the PG collab with the Nike with PlayStation is probably still one of my favorites because that collab came with a backpack, a hoodie. It came with like really cool accessories. You know what I'm saying? Like that PlayStation Nike backpack was fire.
Facts.
That shit
So
was fire.
these shoes right here, what you're looking at, are the Travis Scott PlayStation 5 Dunks.
No, so hold on. So we're not gonna talk about how fire that Paul George Nike PlayStation collab was.
In my opinion, I was not a fan of them, but
Not even the back.
I'm not a fan of the Paul George Nike PlayStation collab.
Is it because it lit up?
I just don't like the what the shoe looks like. Damn, can I like what I like? The fuck?
Right? It was fresh.
How you said that wasn't even fresh. So I don't believe it was fresh. A little better.
Stop the cap.
But yeah. So the crazy story about these is these were 1 out of 5, right, to the public. Total random drop. You only had like 12 hours to reserve them, and it was a raffle. So as you can imagine, these never came out to the public really. These were never purchasable, but these are very dope. So just to kind of give you guys a timeline, if you're looking at the screen, we got PS1. Okay. They didn't do anything for 2 or 3. PS4 and PS5. And yes, don't forget about the Paul Georges that Coolhand mentioned. I may have some pictures of those as well. But as you can see, you know, this is dope to me, right? This is something that, you know, I love to see. I love seeing two of my favorite hobbies, or I wouldn't say fashion's a hobby, but it's something I'm definitely interested in. See them collide. Now, Zambilla, while you say they're alright, which I agree, they are alright. I think most people can't really jack the backwards Nike check, which I understand completely, right? That's a Travis Scott thing. I just personally love the Nike Dunks in general, and I love the colorway. The colorway is definitely really fly. But you know what? While I say this, and you know, we'll talk a little bit more about Nike's relationship with PlayStation. It's not always good.
And Nintendo, because that Nintendo collab was recent. That Nintendo.
What Nintendo collab? That wasn't an official collab though. That was inspired by.
I mean,
it's not official, Coolhand. It's not official.
Hey, they might have.
It's not a no. No,
I mean, they did a whole.
Stop dreaming.
Paid homage, bro.
Nintendo ain't doing no shoes. Stop that.
You never know.
Stop the cap.
Nintendo just did a whole. Nintendo just did a whole fucking thing with Wow, why am I blanking out right now?
Look at this guy blanking out.
They did stuff with Uniqlo.
Yeah, thank you, $. Way to save.
I'm pretty sure they do have a shoe with Vans.
They did.
They did a line with Vans.
Nintendo did something with Moschino, dog. Like we really about
Moschino.
Really about yeah, whatever. You know I can't say it. I can never say it for some goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I just wanted to give an example because, like I said, I like what PlayStation's doing with these new collabs. And Zombie, I know you said they all right, but hey,
I might have to
it don't get bigger,
Yo, show
bigger
the-
branding this.
Yo, show the people these N64 97s though.
I'm getting to it. I want to show. I want to show where PlayStation. I want to show where PlayStation fashion collabs can get a little dicey, right? Because
Yeah, those PS5.
believe it or not, they're not all good. I'm about to show you guys something that's gonna make you fucking cringe, especially if you don't have a PS5. Hey, Zombilla, I like the PS1s better too. Good luck trying to find them shits. Might customize a pair, get some. But here's the dark side of video game fashion collaborations. And ooh, do I got some pictures for y'all? I got some pictures right here. We pulling out all the receipts. This is a Balenciaga PlayStation collaboration. All right, this is the most. I had to show y'all this first off. This is the most egregious trash. No, we're getting there. Trash collaboration, lazy. And keep in mind on this. This merchandise has the date of the release date of PlayStation 5.
And Sony signed off on this.
Sony signed off on this. When did this collaboration drop?
What? Either
a month ago,
early this year or late last year.
What?
See,
This collaboration dropped a month ago.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, I thought it was recent.
Bro,
Well, it's garbage.
this
Oh,
shit
yeah,
dropped
that's
a
right.
month ago.
You're so angry about it. Yeah.
Peep the back of this shit.
That's all.
How fucking lazy
Bruh.
is this shit? I could have made this shit on Photoshop in 10 minutes. and if y'all hold on, I got the screenshot. I'm gonna let y'all see how much this cost. When I tell you, if you don't got a fucking PS5, you're gonna be tight. All right,
You
so
could
let's
literally buy a PS5 with how much this shit costs.
let's move on. All right, so we're looking at the men's PlayStation
No, you-
fitted
Do
hoodie.
you have the price on this?
What?
Do you have
Yeah,
the price on this?
The price is on there. You got to
Oh,
lag,
sorry,
man.
it's
$875. Look at the top right. $875 for a PlayStation 5 hoodie. Like,
Oh, that's pretty fly. It says Balenciaga on it.
I half believe you. But yeah, man,
gotta-
this is the dark side of gaming fashion, because I'm sure there's someone out there who's like, you know what, I can't get a PS5, but I'm gonna buy this $875, probably closer to $1,000 with tax, Balenciaga hoodie. Don't get me wrong, I don't got nothing against Balenciaga, but yeah, this is crazy. And guys, if you like the fucking video, hit the motherfucking like.
Bruh.
Or hit the dislike. Either way, just do something
Okay,
for me. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? You
Thrash.
listening? Just okay, Thrash. Hey,
Yeah, okay,
we know what
Thrash.
Thrash is right about that, because even if you get a dislike on your video, it still helps you push along to the algorithm.
Just like I'm talking about the way you said it. Hit the motherfucking like.
Hit the motherfucking like. This is my best King Thrash impression, motherfuckers.
Shout out Thrash, man. That's the homie.
Shout out to you, Thrash. So yeah, this gets even more egregious, right? We're gonna go to the next picture. So as y'all can see, this is an $875 hoodie that says PS5 on it, with the release date, with some X's and O's and branding. That's all we get. Next up, hold on. I gotta hit this one.
Oh my God.
You see these socks right here? You want them PS5 socks? $150. $150 for some motherfucking PS5 socks. I want them right now. Matter of fact, I'm actually checking out right now on these socks. So yeah, watch out for a future video. We reviewing PS5 Balenciaga socks. I'm sure they make your gaming way more intense, way better.
That shit better make me fly. Like the actual ability to fly.
$150, guys. PS5 socks. And don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for some good merch. But bruh, we really doing this? Next item on the list.
Oh God, I'm already ready when you talk like that.
So this one is for all my my people. Yeah, it is like a damn mortgage. This is for all my people who don't have a PS5 right here. This is what you need in your life, right? Because if we're looking right here at the price, $495 on a PS5 Balenciaga. And you know the fucked up thing? This is my favorite piece of merch from the whole damn collection. And I hate this
Really?
collection.
I
fuck with that hat.
Can never wear that hat.
I like this hat because I know I can go to the mall and get this made. I'm going to still pull up and flex on you like I bought the $500 Balenciaga hat.
Okay,
Yo.
okay.
Yo, Zombilla, anyone in the chat who don't have a PS5, this hat or a PS5? You decide. Let us know what you think.
I don't know. PS5 or hat PS5?
I think hat PS5.
That is
Hat
tough.
PS5. You know, the
Hat PS5.
you can wear.
People will
keeps you,
know. They'll think you might have a PS5.
and it keeps the sun out of your eyes. You know.
Yeah.
Practicality.
Can a regular PS5 do that?
No,
No.
we cannot.
The hat PS5 can.
And look at the hat. Look at the curvature on that hat, man. Just the bill of this hat is $300. Just the
You're
bill.
looking at the circumference.
The
Look at the
ultimate dad hat.
technology. Look at the technology behind this hat before y'all
It's
start
called-
hating.
Called duckbill haptic feedback.
Dude, all right, if you were wearing this hat,
Feedback on that.
If you wear this hat, you're on like Rodeo Drive.
if you wear this hat matched with the hoodie, man, y'all don't even know. Like, let's move on to the t-shirt.
Oh God.
$675.
We move away from this collab. We know it sucks. I just can't.
No, I had to show this last item.
Can't do this collab.
$675 for a motherfucking t-shirt. Right? See, I'm trying to teach y'all something here. See, y'all looking at all these prices, but you know what I'm saying? You add up all the pieces, you throw on, you know what I'm saying, some official PlayStation headphones. You really gaming there. Right? You got to have the swag to match up your game, you know what I'm saying? It's not only saying you got a PS5, prove it. Where's your Balenciaga hat? Where's your PS5 socks? I'll take any fashion questions, by the way, just because we never do it. Opinion on replicas.
One thing I want to say about this shirt. This shirt looks like
right.
you went to like a convention. Like you went to the PS5 Balenciaga convention, and you went to like the the little merchandise shop at the end of the convention, and you bought this for like $20.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
That's what it does look like. It looks like I was there.
Yeah.
The announcement.
That's not actually Balenciaga shirt. It's like Balenciaga merchandise from a.
No, this is a Hanes t-shirt.
show.
Let's not get it fucked up. This is a Hanes t-shirt. What you guys looking at? All right. So, Jason, opinion on replicas. So, depends on what we're talking about. We're talking about clothing, shoes. Overall, just someone who's been like an OG sneakerhead
I can't do replicas when it comes to sneakers.
Yeah, I can't do replicas. I'd rather almost not have it
My body wouldn't let me do it.
than have it. But here's this. I'll say this as a caveat. If you're someone who's not really into material things, fashion and shit like that, and you have a replica, let's say replica Yeezys or a replica Supreme shirt, in my opinion, who cares?
Yeah.
Enjoy it. If you like how it looks, if the price is in your budget.
Yeah. Speaking of replicas, there's a guy on IG that everyone should look at if you guys are here in the chat right now, man. And he actually makes really cool replica game merch, man. Like he's dropped some really cool Metal Gear Solid tees, Resident Evil, Conquer Bad Fur Day tees. And you know, they have this really cool vintage look to them as if they were back from the 90s and early 2000s. And he goes by Thrift Life. THR1FTL1F3. If you guys
First of
need
all,
that.
why are you giving free promotion on the show?
Yo, I'm just saying, man.
Where's our
cool merch.
bag? We're not running ads on this.
He sells cool merch for the people who like replicas, man. I mean, his tees are dope.
All right, hold on. I do want to finish my point on replicas though. So again, I think if you're not like really into it, you just kind of like the look. I think get replicas. Who gives a shit?
I think
But
with
hold on. Let me finish my point. But if you are into the culture of what you got, so let's say you are a big sneakerhead, or you like to call yourself a sneakerhead, and you have authentic pieces. I think it's not a good look if you mix in replicas. I think that's kind of like you're kind of faking it for the culture that you're a part of. I don't think that's authentic.
What about all right? So we know sneakers, no, but what about like t-shirts?
In what? Like, give me an example.
I'm just saying, like t-shirts. Like, could you do replica shirts? Like a replica Bape tee, or a replica like Undercover, or a replica Neighborhood.
All right, you just pulled out a lot of higher end. Okay,
asking.
and that no, hell no. Now, I will say this: I used to wear a replica shirt I got from my grandma. I was going through my grandma's closet one day, and so she had like a replica like Chanel T-shirt, a white one. It was like kind of torn up, and I was like, "Yo, this is so fucking dope." No one who sees the shirt on me is like, "Yo, is that a real Chanel T-shirt from fucking?" I don't know whenever it's from, but.
So what about like, I guess in like, for instance, like that Thrift Life guy, he makes.
By the way, Undercover is my favorite brand. Just a little fashion nugget, right there. It's Japanese. Y'all should check it out. They did a neon.
So the guy Thrift Life, his replica game T-shirts. Would you wear those?
Yeah, I think you're conflating two things. His shirts are obviously replicas. You're talking about like, would I wear a fake Supreme T-shirt? No, I would not. Especially if I'm able to buy the real version for more money. I just personally.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, doesn't that fall into the same context? Like,
No. I think you got it fucked up. It's not replica. We're talking replica is one thing, right? It's faking like it's the original thing, and then there's bootleg. What Thrift Life does is called bootleg. It's obviously fake, but that's the whole appeal behind it. Yeah, you know what? I'll say this to clear it up. I fuck with bootleg more than I fuck with the replica, 100%. Undercover shoe collab this week. I know the dunks. I'm getting them.
Have you seen the Fugazis?
The Fugazi Air Force Ones?
Right. Not like the brand Fugazi.
Yeah. They have the Jordans. All right, I'm gonna say this. All right, this again. I know we took a pause on the gaming fashion shit, but I'm glad we're getting our shit off. I think if you're doing a Jordan 1 replica,
let me say this to Jason Ventura right now. Preach, bruh. Preach. You are so right. It is too mainstream. Too mainstream.
Thank Instagram for that.
Yeah, thank Instagram for that, motherfuckers.
But yeah, I definitely want to have more of these like conversations on this channel about fashion, and like, if you're listening, you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Like, hey, join in on the conversation. Tell us you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Tell us what you like in terms of fashion. Some people, and this is what I was saying earlier about not letting your hobby become your identity. Keep that shit separate, right? Have all your hobbies and have them, I'm not saying don't support what you like in terms of wearing like a gaming t-shirt, but don't make it only you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that guy who only buys GameStop t-shirts and is a neckbeard and only cares about game. Like, live your life. Find a significant other, whatever you're into. Branch out. Just don't be the gaming stereotype, man. You go to E3, you see a lot of cool motherfuckers, and you're just like, oh, damn. Like, you tell anyone that isn't into gaming about E3, and they just think, oh, it must be like World of Warcraft convention. So yeah. Let's change how gamers are viewed. We cool people too. I do want to talk about this collaboration right here with Acronym and Kojima-san for Death Stranding. Acronym, if you don't know, is a brand run by Errolson Hugh. Errolson Hugh is the person who's behind. He's actually the model, so it's funny enough. He models all his own shit, but he came out with this Death Stranding collaboration. Let me be honest with you. This jacket sold out in 0.2 seconds. Yo, shout out to you, Danny. In the chat. This jacket was upwards of $1,000. All acronym jackets or clothing in general usually sell out really quick. There's a cult following behind them. And I thought it's so dope to see something like a high-end sportswear brand. I wouldn't even say this is sportswear. This is like a high-end outdoors / technical fashion. I love the fact that they did this. And that he's a good friend with Kojima. Another thing, just kind of as a thing to point out, the same guy, Errolson Hugh, if any of you guys have played Deus Ex, what's the most Mankind something, the most recent Deus Ex game that came out last generation, this guy is actually a character in the game. Mankind Divided. Yeah. So the main character you play as, he has his jacket is acronym, is the guy that you see right here on your screen. It's funny because when you start off the game, you get an email from Errolson Hugh. It's literally like he went by his actual name, and you see him. He's like, "Oh, I hope the jacket fits you nice," and you can even see the acronym tag on the neck. So again, like little things, you might just see that random person email and be like, "Oh, okay." Also in Death Stranding, Errolson, the same guy behind this high-end brand, is he's in the game. He's one of the people you deliver packages to. Funny enough, when me and Dollar Sign were at E3 and they were promoting this game, Kojima was pretty much head to toe in this guy's brand. Same thing with Yoji Shinkawa. See, Zombilla, he said, I just saw undercover clothing brands. Sweet. Exactly, bro. I'm glad, you could learn something here, man. You might find something you like that you don't really know you like. I highly suggest everyone to look into, Japanese fashion. You might find some shit you like there. Just as a kind of heads up, someone who's been in the game for a while, Japanese
clothing brands
are
better quality.
Well, not even that.
But always get a size bigger. Or two
always get a size
sizes
bigger. And also, Japanese brands are like 2 years ahead of American trends. So if you see it in Japan, it's going to go by unnoticed as a trend. And then it's going to become a big trend in the U.S. like a year later. I've seen it happen so many times I can't count.
Yeah, always follow, like if you like to be, I guess, ahead of the curve, or if like I said, if you're into those kind of things, Japan is always like an eye to always look at, you know what I mean, and not mimic necessarily, because every Japanese like every fresh urban Japanese person that I got to meet, they got their own, they put their own twist to it, you know what I mean, like, and that's the whole point. You got to put your spin on it. Don't
dress off the fucking mannequin, We promote individualism, man. Do your thing. Find out what you like. But yeah, let's move on. Let's talk Xbox clothing, right? Right?
Bruh.
Right.
So I'm gonna show you guys a couple different collabs with Xbox that happened over the years. When we're looking at front stage and center is the Hundreds Xbox collaboration. Now, you know what? I don't want to strangle the cat, but every you know what? No, I'm not going to be biased. Anyways, this is the Xbox Hundreds collab.
You could have done this shit on Photoshop.
It just, yeah. They took the Xbox logo.
Here's the thing. I expected way more from the Hundreds. I expected way more.
This is a cash grab right here. This was like Phil Spencer called Bobby Hundreds and was like, yo, we need something to be cool and hip with the kids. You think you can work something up? And he's like, yeah, Phil, throw me the fucking bag and we'll make some shit happen. Boom. And we got this. We got what you're looking at right now. I got some Jordan 1s to show y'all too. Y'all want to see some Xbox Jordan 1s? Keep watching. Next up, I don't got a picture of it right now. Look out for that on our me and Cool Hands joint video we'll be doing, dropping sometime soon. We're gonna do pretty much everything we're talking about now. We're gonna if you didn't hear earlier, me and Cool Hand are gonna do like a serious breakdown video on like all this shit and hopefully like a timeline. But it's gonna be like one of my first big video projects I'll do on YouTube. So I'm super excited about that, and I like it. And I'm gonna try to make it relatable to people who know about it and don't know about it. A bathing ape, as some of you guys might know, that camo brand, right? That you see people wearing with the camo. They did a Gears 5 collaboration. And as you could imagine, you haven't heard of it because it was bad. It was a cash grab. Again, I guess what I was trying to say earlier is that Xbox in general, their collabs have been very lackluster. I'm going to show you.
Xbox, like their console, has been lackluster. Their collabs in clothing, just like their collab in games.
So what we're looking at now are the Jordan 1s. Yeah, I mean, they're probably the best thing about it, but I just want a little poll on the on here. Would you rather take these shoes right here, right? Or would you rather rock these? You know what I'm saying? And you might be a Jordan guy. You might not be an Air Force guy. I'm just saying, like,
I'd rather drink battery acid than wear those ugly ass green Jordans.
Cool thing about these Jordans though is Danny says, are these not the olive ones? No, these are the Xbox Jordan 1s. Look them up. Just Google search them.
Do these have 12 T flops?
These do not have 12 T flops.
Oh,
but
man.
the cool thing about these is they actually come with Duracell batteries in the sole.
Get
You know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
outta here.
No, seriously. So if your Xbox controller runs out of batteries, boom, just pull it out of your sole. You know what I'm saying? And they recharge as you walk. So you
Literally.
always got controller charge on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. It's just
I don't know.
just
Dollar
weak.
sign, what you think about
Yeah, no, I don't really like these either.
yeah.
I just don't really like green. I don't know. I don't have much green clothing.
I could do like an army green, you know what I mean? Like an olive.
Yeah, I got like an olive jacket.
Yeah, I could do like with a jacket or like pants. I couldn't do it with like a tee or like sneakers. Nah.
It eats boots for breakfast. All right, so from what I'm getting from the chat so far, it doesn't seem like people are really fucking with these. 100 Thieves, Gucci collaboration that comes out in, I want to say like in a couple days actually.
Yeah.
If it's not out already. I don't really know about 100 Thieves. Dollar sign. I'm pretty sure you were telling me about. It's like a big gaming collective, similar to FaZe Clan or something like that. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to get me hip. I don't really follow the gaming groups.
It doesn't. I looked up the brand. It doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't look cool because I don't want to.
This is another like FaZe Clan basically.
Yeah, it just doesn't look. It doesn't look appealing. It looks cheap. It does. There's no real creativity behind it. It's not like these brands that I've actually been kind of investing myself in lately, like Graph, MKT, or Insert Clothing or Insert Coin Clothing. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Insert Coin Clothing. Like those brands, you could tell that they put a lot of like time and effort into their collaborations and into into their stuff. Like Insert Coin
They're
has really
smaller.
cool,
Yeah,
they're smaller, but they're way more creative. Like like they have really cool. Insert Coin has really cool, Cuphead merch, Dreamcast merch. They have Horizon Forbidden West merch and things like that. And like the Sega merch, I'm looking at it like one's a pillow and they got some pins and like it's fire, right? And like I'm like, damn, this is dope. Graph, MKT, they have really dope Doom merchandise.
All right. Yo, you can't be saying their name so much, man. We need to get $1 out of them at least, man.
Well, they just dropped a really cool Call of Duty like long sleeve that I was like, when I went
Bruh.
on the site, and I was like, holy shit.
Nah, we ain't jacking that. We ain't jacking the Call of Duty long sleeve. Even
Hey,
though I do have a Modern Warfare 2 original T-shirt, motherfuckers.
all I'm saying is like some of these tees are fire, bro. The Animal Crossing tees that they got here, the long sleeves are dope. They have some really cool Last of Us merch. Again,
So, I want to talk about this small little collection between Louis Vuitton and League of Legends. Again, part of me is a little conflicted, right? Because when I look at some of these collaborations, I'm
Was
like,
that a suitcase?
so this is a trophy case for a competition they did, and they also dropped a couple different accessories. But you know what?
Oh,
The
you know
more
what's crazy? The NBA Finals trophy case was a Louis Vuitton trophy case.
yeah, they always have it in there. They do
Yeah.
the same thing with the World Cup, like the
Yeah,
World Cup.
it's always that.
Cup, there's a Louis case.
But the more I'm looking at all these different collaborations, the more I'm and Cool Hand gave good examples of like smaller companies that like are really about the culture behind it, so they're throwing in different like little references or really cool scenes. I'm starting to notice a lot of these high end collaborations, right? With like
They care about the buck.
they
more than
don't
anything.
care, man. They don't care.
And that will always be my beef with it. And like Nike to a degree, they do a really great job. They drop the ball sometimes. Like I wish that Jordan, Xbox sneaker was way better than what it actually.
It could have been so much better.
Been way better. But like usually, the people who work at Nike, they have all these small, design teams in which, most of the time they're really invested in what they're designing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. And which I'm sure you know. I'm talking about like the fucking Louis Vuittons and the fucking Balenciagas. They're just
I'm
like,
getting.
hey, we need to get to the gamer, right? What's another stupid collaboration we could do?
Yeah, and that's the only thing. And and my only thing is it's because these brands are bougie. They're bougie in nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I mean, like shit like this. It's like, bro, I don't care if you make a fucking Louis Vuitton League of Legends case, like, and then I'm gonna just like burn everyone's eyes again, like.
They could have done so much with this League of Legends thing. Like the market and the community base on that, huge, huge.
Who doesn't want to be this guy right here on screen? Like, this is some lazy ass shit, man. Well, hey, I definitely support, even though like Cool Hands gonna, please don't say any more of those names, man. We need some sponsorship checks here. But yeah, definitely support the smaller companies who are actually invested in what they're making.
And I mean, and me saying it is more for the people in the chat, right? To go and find these brands and support these brands, because like these brands are really cool. Like, and if you're a fan of the games that these guys collab with, get their merch. They're really good, and you could tell they put the effort in.
Yeah.
And that's all you want, like as a fan of these mediums, and as a fan of these kind of industries, fashion and gaming. You want to see the effort put in on both fronts.
Facts. Cool Hand, I'm pumped to do that video, man. We're gonna. I want to get like deep into this, man, and like.
Oh, we are, bro.
Show.
We already know 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe we contact a couple of these small companies, get a little sponsorship check. You know what I'm saying? Insomniacs.
It go down to the DMs, It go down.
It really does. It really does go down the DMs.
It really does.
Yeah. Oof, I'm telling you, if I could tell y'all this guest I got booked, or that I'm in the process of booking,
potentially booked. That's
whoo.
Yeah. But going back to that, man, yeah, like I don't know, like gaming and high fashion, it doesn't look like it works, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like you see these collabs like Bape did with Street Fighter or Mega Man, or even Super Mario, when they even did a collab with the Nintendo DS Lite. Like the former head of creative Nigo, For those who don't know, he used to be creative director at Bape. When he was involved in that company, you know, he was really invested in the things that he liked, and he showed it. You know what I mean? In his collaborations, in his clothing, and you know, the fact that there's a Bape Nintendo DS Lite is amazing to me. It's crazy. I didn't even know about that till today.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get more into it. Zombilla says no Xbox socks, man.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. There was no follow up. Shame.
Hey, I'm gonna put this on the screen just for you, Zombilla. Let me find it real quick. No, there you go. There you go, man. For only $150, these PlayStation 5 socks can be yours. You ask, what can you do with $150 is not buying PS5 socks? I don't know, man. Maybe buy a game or two, but this is how people are going to know you're a real PS fan. But yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. These high fashion labels have just they're just bricking it when it comes to these collaborations. We will touch in our video, we're going to touch more into like Final Fantasy, how they did a whole digital campaign, which was actually pretty cool, right? They took a 3D character and modeled her in Louis Vuitton. Now, I guarantee you, not one person who actually buys Louis Vuitton on the regular saw that character and was like, what the fuck kind of anime bullshit is this? They probably didn't even know what they're looking at. While a broke gamer was like, oh my gosh, is that lightning? Oh, wow. That's cool. I'll never be able to afford that. So it's kind of like, yeah. But that's why we're here. We're trying to break the barriers.
And that's the other thing. They make these high fashion brands, they make people who love the medium like hate it to a degree, because they make being able to get this thing so out of reach.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the price and for the quality of the clothing, and also for how it looks, it's definitely not worth the price.
No. I mean, this has been out for months, and all these pieces you guys saw, all the PlayStation Balenciaga pieces are still available. I mean, who the fuck is buying this? I'm waiting for the one idiot who does buy this hat so I can offer him $50 for it. And he'd be like, oh, shit.
His little ass, too, for being a hype beast.
No, I honestly could go to the mall and get this hat made. Dead ass. Like, Danny, yes, this is retail. So you're looking at $4.95 retail on this hat. We'll go back up the list. We're looking at $150 on the socks right here, which is crazy. We're looking at $8.75 for the hoodie, right? And the T-shirt.
I can get a blank hat on ASOS for $10 and go to the fucking
you go to the mall.
Get shit made.
The T-shirt right here, $6.75, right? This shit's crazy, man. You can't make this shit up. But yeah, I will be getting them socks and that hat. Best believe. If you see me live streaming with this shit on, y'all heard it here first. I was gonna like show you guys my PS3, my modded PS3, and just kind of go through and get any game requests in, but I think I'm gonna push that back for another show. And yeah, man, it's been a great talk. I kind of like the fact that we switched it up a little bit, talked about something different.
Yeah. We didn't even touch on everything. We didn't touch on the Gucci Sega. We didn't touch on the Metal Gear Solid Puma. We didn't
Metal Gear Solid Uniqlo. I mean, we're gonna go into it. So when y'all, whoever watches this video, if you're a fashion head, you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't even know that there was all these collaborations and all these things that have happened over the years. And also, if you're just a gamer who's never really looked into these things, it's gonna be informative. You're gonna be like, oh shit, there's actually a bigger appeal.
And support the brands that actually care. Support the brands that care. That's probably my biggest takeaway on here. And for those who don't know, man, if you're not into fashion, or if you think you are, I'm gonna tell you this: there's one rule, and there's one rule to always live by. Just because you got money don't mean you got style. Trust me. Trust and believe.
I'm gonna drop one of these for you. Just because you got money don't mean you got style. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Zombilla says, This video and topic was awesome and unique. Yeah, we appreciate it. We plan on doing more stuff like this. It's kind of out of the regular talk. I mean, of course, it was a slow news week. We could have talked about Game Pass for an hour, but decided to switch it up.
And that shit gets old.
Zonvilla says, when you wear the whole outfit, your life gets haptic feedback, and all interactions go to 120 frames per second. Damn. You know what? That's for you, bro.
That's great.
But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you like the topic, man. And yeah, Danny, didn't know there was an MGS Uniqlo. Yeah, it was, I believe,
I think it dropped
2007. No. We're talking about the MGS4 collab.
I thought you said Uniqlo.
Yeah, Uniqlo and Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid 4. They did a collaboration. See? But again, look out for a video. Me and Kuan are now in the planning point. And we got to record some shit. But I'm gonna try to get that out probably in the next couple of weeks. Kuan, we got to coordinate that. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked the topics, and this is kind of a one-off show. You can tell the real fashion heads in here. The fake fashion heads in here are shots fired. I'm sorry, Dollar Sign right now. Obviously I'm fucking with him, but he's I think he's still playing Psychonauts. So, on that
note, hear what you said.
Man, he about to come for your neck, bro. Don't get it twisted. Dollar Sign about to hack your whole system, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll be here playing.
Hack your head,
you got a 39. No, hon, let me cook you. Let me end the show on this. You got a 3090. Yet you play Psychonauts and you play Minecraft. Man, get this fool out of here. Man, get this fool out of here, yo. What is we doing, Cool Hand? I mean, Dollar Sign.
Game Pass?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Nah, I don't got Game Pass anymore, man. I wisened up.
You ever heard of this company called Insomniac Games?
Insomniac Games? Nah, never heard of it. What?
Yeah, they made a game for Game Pass.
Damn.
Nah, B. I'm pretty sure Sony owns Sunset Overdrive, but on another note, guys, it was fun. It was fun kicking with y'all. Yeah, let us know if you want to hear more kind of off, topics that we don't usually talk about. I appreciate the love on that and the support. So yeah, cool. And any last thoughts?
Nah, man. Look, just because you got money don't mean you got style. It's the Insomniacs podcast, and I'm streaming next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. We kicking it off.
Pow.
There's going to be real promo behind that shit. And remember that shit. Don't sleep. You heard?
Yeah.
Man, I thought you were about to freestyle.
And one last thing. If I had $1 for every time Cool Hand said he was going to stream and didn't, motherfucker, that's a $70 game right there. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I will remain with my
Big Mac meal.
I will remain with my thoughts. I will believe it when I see it. Until then, y'all have a good one. Dollar Sign, any last thoughts?
Sleep well.
There you go. Again, shout out to everyone who came out tonight. As you can hear my loud ass Razer keyboard. You already know. We will catch y'all next week with the Insomniacs podcast. Hopefully have a great guest for you. If not, y'all know the drill. See you next week.
Don't sleep.
I like that. I like that one too.